coming in the morning. I have reason to believe that the season of time that I'm going to reap the benefits of God is longer, greater, and more powerful than the season of time that I'm going to reap the pain. Y'all ain't saying nothing. He says, for in his life is favor. You got to understand something, that all of your pain, everything that we've been dealing with, is only going to last for a little while. He says, for his anger endures but a moment, but in his favor is life. When you get God's favor, you obtain favor for a lifetime. Even though you're going through for a little while, you're going to get God's favor for a lifetime. Grab your neighbor by the hand just one more time and tell a neighbor, I'm getting ready to experience God's favor for a lifetime. I know I've been going through for the past 10 years, but it ain't but a moment in the eyesight of God. I know people have been talking about me forever, but it's only a moment in the eyesight of God. I'm still covered under the favor of God. And I believe that by this time tomorrow, he already prophesied and said by Friday, God is going to do something for somebody. I wish I could get somebody that says, I'm going to hold on till my change comes. Hold on. Gotta hold on. He is talking. David is giving by example, and he knows what he's talking about. He's not talking from somebody else's experience. He's talking from his own experience. He knows what it feels like to have more people against you than people for you. He knows what it feels like to have people that you love and admire, people that you respect trying to get rid of you. He understands what it feels like to not be able to live in your own home and have the peace that you deserve. He knows what it feels like to be around people that you loved and protected, and all they want to do is get rid of you. It's something when you are connected to people, even in your blood that line, that don't care about your life. It's a shame when you are connected to people that are there to drain from you and not add to you. Y'all ain't talking to me yet. I have a problem when we are dealing with people. Some people on our job, friends that we talk to, and they're only interested in what they can get from you versus what they can put in you. I challenge every believer that's listening to me tonight that if you are surrounded, if you are connected to people that are not adding anything to you, kick them to the curb. We don't have time for leeches in this season, because where we're going higher, we can't afford to carry baggage to the mountain. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. Drop the dead weight. Tell somebody once you better get rid of that dead weight. I don't care who they are. I don't care if it's your child, your friend, your cousin, your relative, your neighbor. Get rid of the dead weight, because you can't take garbage where you're going. God said, I want to take you somewhere. The people that are here tonight, I want to take you somewhere, but you want to take all of them. And when I told you what I have for you was for you, it ain't for everybody in your house. Y'all ain't saying nothing. And I can't take you until you let them go. Somebody would hear me here, because the Lord is speaking. I can't take you anywhere until you let them go. Because where they're going, their agenda is different from my agenda. This is God talking. He said their agenda, their future, and their plans is different from my will for your life. And if you want to be in my will and have my will abide in you and go where it is I'm ordaining for you to go, you can't be connected with somebody that's trying to go in the opposite direction. This is why some of the things for us have been held up, because we're trying to hold on to somebody going in the wrong direction. And you know they're going in the wrong direction, but you've been comfortable with them for so long, you're not willing to let them go to get where you're going. But look at somebody and tell them, I got to get to a place that may be uncomfortable, but I believe it's the right place. I believe that this next season, this next stage of my life, I've never been there before, don't know what it looks like, I have never smelt the air there, but I believe that what's coming in my future is better than where I've been. This is why God is trying to move me, because I've been here and it ain't been working. Y'all ain't talking to me. This is why I have to make a transition, because where I've been standing has not been working. The sun was shining, but it ain't shining here no more. I wish I could get somebody to help me here. It was raining over there, but it ain't raining no more. So I got to get somewhere else. I thank y'all. Sit down, y'all. You think God is going to send you one place forever? No. Look at what he did to the prophet. He told the prophet, he said, I want you to get to Cherith. I want you to get to this brook. I want you to get to this wilderness place. And he said, I'm going to send a raven. I'm going to send this filthy animal. I'm going to send this dirty bird to feed you. Manna and flesh by day. You can drink water from the brook. But at a certain season, the brook dried up. Yes, it did. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me tonight. At a certain season, the brook dried up, and he said, I want you to go, and I've commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee.
All right.
Even though he sent him to this wilderness place, even though he sent him and he prepared things for him there, when that season was up, he had to keep moving. The problem that I have is that some of us are trying to stay where the brook is dried up. We're trying to stay in dead relationships and dead connections and dead jobs and dead ministries. Look at somebody and tell them, I got to move from where I am, because where God has ordained for me to be is greater than where I'm standing. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me in here tonight. Some of us have lost and missed what God is trying to do because we're standing by a dry brook. I wish I could get somebody to say, I got to get to where the water is flowing, because I believe somewhere on the other side, God is positioning somebody to take care of me. I ain't going to have to work where I'm going. I ain't going to have to struggle where I'm going. I ain't going to have to borrow nothing from nobody where I'm going, because where I'm going is a prepared place for a prepared people. And I'm not talking about heaven yet, but I'm talking about right down here where bills is going to be paid. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. Credit is going to be straight wherever I go. If I put my hand on it, it's going to be mine. Put your hand on your chest and say, it's going to be mine. 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 David gives us these first 5 words. These first 5 words here in verse number 10. Before the punctuation, before the comma, he says, for yet a little while. If I would just preach that tonight, I'll be all right and not talk about nothing else. But I wish I can get a few praises in here that ain't waiting to hear nothing else. You're not looking or interested in me hooping and hollering tonight, just to encourage yourself and just think about some of the things that you've been dealing with, that you've been wanting God to get rid of, and just prophesy to yourself and say, for yet a little while. Oh God, I wish I had a church here tonight just to declare it in the atmosphere. Just a little while longer. I heard Shirley Caesar say, I got one more battle to fight. Y'all ain't saying nothing. In God's army, just a little while, and just a little while, everything is going to be all right. And just a little while, I'm coming out of this pain, this pressure. In just a little while, I won't have to fool up with these people no more. In just a little while, I won't have to kiss up and smile at people that don't like me. In just a little while, I got to deal with folks that's been despitefully using me. In just a little while, I can get rid of that joker. In just a little while, I can move from where I am. Look at somebody and tell them it's going to be just a little while. It ain't going to take that long. Just a little while. Just a little while longer. If I can just keep myself together just a little while longer. If I can just keep my mind right just a little while longer. If I can just keep my plane strong just a little while longer. I believe God is going to show me something. The Bible says, eyes have not seen, nor have ears heard, neither has it entered into the heart of man. What God is getting ready to do, open up your mouth and hear. Well, I got 7 more minutes and shout just a little while longer.